Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 24th of November. I hope you've had a fabulous week. Thank you for joining me. Right, let's get on with your reading. These are the energy oracle cards, please. 2 messages for Aries to start their reading. That's definitely the first 2. Wow, lovely. We have daughter value, which is a lovely card. Now, it can mean opening up opportunities, opening up to you, financial opportunities. But not only just money and finances, it can be like something's improving for you, something that's making your life a bit easier, a bit richer, if you like, a bit more fulfilling. And then we've got the world, which is very much for me, it's like something you have achieved and now you're moving on to something new, which is lovely. And maybe I don't know, the world looks very dark here, doesn't it? But that daughter value, look on the other side, is very golden and it's opening up. So something's opening up for you next week, Aries. I really like that. Let's have a look. Maybe it's to do with this Mercury retrograde. It can do one now, thank you very much. Things are just on the up and up now for you. Right, let's have a look. These are the Unfolding Path Tarot. So dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Aries and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. The focus for Aries, please and thank you. We have the 5 of Wands as your focus. The 3 of Pentacles is your opportunity. The Death card is your challenge. Interesting, you got Death card and the World card. The 6 of Cups is bubbling under the surface for you. And advice and outcome is the Page of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is your focus for next week. Now the 5 of Wands is about competition. It's about being in the running for something. It can mean also people around you are a bit argumentative around you next week. But I think looking at the other cards here, this has a double meaning, this card. For me, it will mean it's time to step up. It's time to step up and shine and join that competition. I don't know if you've, sometimes we shy away from it and think, I'll just get on with it. No, next week it's, I don't know, you're chomping at the bit to get on with, well, I can do that too. That energy, that really lovely. Then you've got the 3 of Pentacles as an opportunity, and this is to work together as a team. So there is something about that 5 of Wands with this 3 of Pentacles, which is a lovely combination. It's like, excuse me, I'm not sure if you're usually somebody that works alone, but next week there's an opportunity for you to join a team. And the reason I love this card so much is you will be joining people who have the same skill set as you. And maybe you will shine. You will be the person that they come to for advice, and they can see how good you are at your job or whatever you're handling here. Now, this is Pentacles. So again, it's about our resources, if you like. So our job, our everyday life. Pentacles represent that. So again, normally to do with work, working as a team. So let's see how that resonates for you. However, you do have the Death card as a challenge. So there is something that perhaps you need to put an end to first, like the door to value here, to open up a door to something else. And that's going to be a bit of a challenge for you. I don't know, for some of you, if you've been given another opportunity to do something, or you need to think, oh, I really need to up my game a little bit, but I'm going to have to leave a team behind, or I'm going to have to leave somebody behind, because it feels like to me, Aries, you are growing. You're expanding your horizons next week. Now, the 6 of Cups is what's bubbling under the surface. Not surprising with Mercury retrograde in our auras, if you like, because that makes you think about the past, things coming back from the past. So I don't know if you are considering meeting up with somebody from your past, or there's something about childhood memories even. Maybe you're thinking about where you used to live and the good times. It's a nice warm fuzzy card, I call that. Now, the Page of Wands is your advice and outcome. The Page of Wands is a real ambitious card. Again, it's got a fire in your belly, and it's like, I just feel like there's something going on here where you've sat back and thought, no, you know what, I need to up my game now. Now's the time to do it. That's how this feels for me. Now, it's 5 of Wands. Let's see. Why do we have the 5 of Wands here, please? And thank you for Aries. Interesting. Now, we've got the Lovers in reverse. So I do think there is something to do with a relationship you're going to have to put on the back burner in order to do this. or there's something to do with unsettled relationships that you're stepping up to sort out now. You know, it's like, nah, I'm not putting up with that anymore. You know, on my value, again, daughter value can be interpreted to your value and your time and effort that you're putting into something. Because the lovers does represent relationships and people that are dear to our heart, but it also represents your passion for something. In reverse, it's like, there's something that's not quite working out in the terms of friendships, relationships. But also, I feel like whatever this is for some of you, you're going to have to put that on the back burner. Now, the Three of Pentacles is your opportunity. Oh, I love this card. This is my dad. This is the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups, as you can see in this deck, he's an old gentleman, but nothing's stopping him. He's got this dare to dream energy. It's cups. It's about matters of the heart, things we love. And it's also about a real go with the flow. Now, the Three of Pentacles with that Page of Cups kind of tells me that, you know, if you are worried about joining a team, if you are worried about collaborating or joining up with other people that do the same thing, don't worry about it. You know, go with the flow. You could have a very pleasant surprise, because that's also what the Page of Cups represents for me. It's a gorgeous energy, really lovely energy. Now, the Death card is your challenge. So there is something that needs to come to an end, which you're struggling to do. The Page of Swords as a challenge. Ooh. I do feel like for some of you, Aries, you're putting your head in the sand about something when there's clearly information there for you to see, for you to do something about, but you're not acting on it, because the Page of Swords is the investigator of the deck. And so therefore, you know, in the upright, we have to read this in the reverse because it's a challenge. In the upright, this is about you, you know, finding out for yourself and going out and getting your own information. But I just feel like there's something perhaps that maybe you're just thinking, oh, you know, I'm waiting for something to happen first, something to give me some good information before I make this decision. The Page of Swords can also represent, as a challenge, somebody who it keeps checking you out, you know, somebody who is still lingering in your friendship circles, your relationships even. And maybe that's why we do have the Lovers in reverse, because the Page of Swords can also be somebody, you know, that other tarot card readers call them the stalker energy, which I think is a little bit strong. It scares me, that word. But do you know what I mean? As somebody's just like, oh, what's Aries up to today? And when they do that, they're very controlling. They can become quite controlling over you. So just watch out for that. Now, the Six of Cups is what's bubbling under the surface. So there's something about you wanting to do something again that you loved, going back to the past energy, some nostalgia here. And we have Temperance. Are you waiting? Again, I do feel like you, especially with these cards here, you're waiting for something to happen to give you the red flag, the green light, I should say, not the red flag, the green light to go ahead with something, because Temperance is about patience, but it's also about going, oh my gosh, you know, how much longer have I got to keep juggling this? You know, is there a compromise to be had with this card? Something about, you know, for some of you, you might want to move back to where you lived, or you might go back to a job that you loved, but, you know, you're just waiting on it to just come to fruition. I want to say naturally, but it's not going to happen if you think you need to take action on this, Aries, because it's clearly something that you want. Now, the Page of Wands is your advice and outcome. Yeah, it's like you take the initiative, get that ambitious flow going. Pages are very young energy, so it can relate to children, but in as much as that it's a young energy, in as much as that they've got, you know, a fire in their belly, they're driven. They also are quite naive, but that's quite nice sometimes for us not to know everything. Now, the Page of Wands, why are you here for Aries? Seven of Wands, wow. Seven of Wands is sticking to your guns, Aries, saying what you mean and carrying it through. Now, if you're worried here without anybody thinking anything bad of you, then That's why she's got her wall paint on. She means business here. And your advice is no, put your foot down, stick to your guns. These ones here are trying to, for me, they're trying to knock her off of her perch, so to speak. But she's like, nah, I'm not having any of that. I'm sticking to what I really want to achieve. That's your advice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. No, we're going to finish with an Wisdom of the Oracle card. What else is here for Aries? So quite an interesting week for you. It's like one door closes, another door opens, but you've got to close that door. I feel like you need to do this. And we're being patient and waiting for something like a sign. We have TikTok. Oh my gosh. This is about timing. TikTok. And that is not about the app. Page 30. Let's have a quick read of the actual message. 29:30. TikTok. It says, when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda, let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. I think with that Page of Cups, it made me think of when it says let go of the need to shape your desires and just go with the flow, Aries. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you as always for supporting and loving this channel. Can I just ask you to check your subscriptions, because to make sure you're subscribed, because a few people have told me lately they've been unsubscribed. I have no clue why I nearly said TikTok, why YouTube does this. But anyway, I'll be really grateful. Thanks as always. Take care. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.